Why does your cat do things that seem oddly specific? Ever notice how they sit near you at just the right moment or stare at you like they're reading your mind? Here's the thing. Your feline friend is actually doing way more for you than you realize. These little furry masterminds have been silently looking out for you in ways that would shock you. They protect, comfort, and even try to guide you, all without asking for anything in return, except maybe some snacks. And the craziest part? Some of the things they do are so sneaky, you'd never guess what they really mean. But don't worry, we're about to spill all the secrets. In this video, we're going over 18 surprising things your cat does for you without you even knowing. And stick around, because once you hear the last one, let's just say it's going to hit you right in the heart. Let's just say it's going to hit you right in the heart. Literally? Or figuratively? Well, I won't spoil it for you. Let's find out together. Number 18. The silent alarm system. Why does your cat suddenly freeze, ears twitching, eyes locked onto nothing? You might not see or hear a thing, but that doesn't mean your feline isn't picking up on something important. Cats are walking security systems, always tuned in to their surroundings, even in their sleep. Their whiskers detect the faintest vibrations, their ears catch sounds at frequencies humans can't even register, and their noses can sniff out changes in the air. That's why, before you even notice a guest arriving, a mouse sneaking in, or a strange sound in the night, your cat is already on it. And here's the best part. They don't just detect movement, they analyze it. If they sense a threat, their body language changes. Tail fluffed, ears pinned back, muscles tensed. Ever seen your cat suddenly bolt out of a room? Maybe they picked up on something you didn't. But your cat doesn't just monitor the physical world. They also keep an eye on something even more mysterious: your emotions. Number 17. The mood detector. Why does your cat always seem to appear at just the right moment? It's not a coincidence. Your feline is a master mood detector. While humans rely on words to express emotions, cats pick up on something far more subtle: energy, your tone, body language, even the way you move. Your cat senses it all. If you're feeling down, don't be surprised if your furry companion suddenly curls up beside you or starts purring a little louder than usual. That's not just affection. It's a built-in response designed to comfort you. Cats are emotional mirrors. If you're tense, they might act distant. But if you're sad, they'll often stay close, silently offering support in their own quiet way. And here's the kicker. Some cats will even change their behavior based on your emotions, playfully distracting you when you need it most. So the next time your cat lingers near you during a rough day, know this: they aren't just there, they understand. And their ability to help doesn't stop at detecting your mood, because what happens next might be even more powerful. Number 16. The anxiety absorber. Why does your cat's purr feel like magic? That soothing rumble isn't just a happy sound, it's a built-in stress reliever. A cat's purr vibrates at a frequency known to reduce anxiety, lower blood pressure, and even promote healing. Think of it like nature's white noise machine, but way better. While humans rely on deep breathing or meditation to calm down, your feline friend has a simpler approach. Curl up next to you and start purring away your worries. It's not just for their own comfort, it's their way of saying, "Hey, relax, I got you." Ever notice how your cat gravitates toward you when you've had a tough day? That's no coincidence. They can sense when something's off and instinctively try to ease your tension, absorbing stress like a fluffy emotional sponge. And whether you realize it or not, that tiny vibration is working wonders. But here's something even more mind-blowing. Cats don't just ease stress. Some have been known to detect serious health issues before humans even realize something's wrong. Number 15. The health guardian. Is your cat secretly playing doctor without you realizing it? It sounds like something out of a mystery novel, but cats have an uncanny ability to sense when something isn't quite right with their human. Some felines repeatedly sniff or paw at the same spot on their owner's body, refusing to leave it alone, only for that person to later discover they had an underlying health condition. This isn't just random behavior. A cat's heightened sense of smell picks up on even the slightest chemical changes in the body, ones that humans would never notice. Think of them as four-legged health monitors, always scanning for anything unusual. Even beyond physical illness, some cats respond to emotional distress, suddenly becoming more affectionate, or sticking to your side like glue when you're feeling off. Whether they're detecting a change in your hormones, body temperature, or even the way you move, your feline guardian is always on duty. And if you thought that was impressive, wait until you hear how your cat is watching over you, even in your sleep. Number 14. The Sleep Protector. Have you ever woken up to find your cat perched near you, eyes wide, completely still, almost like they're monitoring you? It might seem eerie, but trust me, it's not some feline horror movie moment. Your cat is standing guard. In the wild, sleep is when animals are most vulnerable, and despite being domesticated, your little hunter hasn't forgotten this. By staying close, they're instinctively protecting you, their chosen companion. It's like having a tiny, silent bodyguard who doesn't need a flashlight or night vision goggles because their senses are already top tier. Humans rely on locked doors and alarms to feel secure at night. But for your cat, their security system is themselves. Even if they look like they're dozing, those ears are constantly twitching, scanning the environment for anything unusual. And if something does feel off, you can bet they'll react before you even know what's happening. But what if your cat does more than just keep watch? What if they can actually sense when you're in distress? Well, get ready, because their next ability is even more mind-blowing. Number 13. The Nightmare Interrupter. Has your cat ever woken you up at the strangest moment, right in the middle of a nightmare? It's easy to think it's just a coincidence, but there's something more mysterious going on. Felines are highly attuned to changes in breathing, movement, and even heart rate. When you're deep in a bad dream, your body reacts. Your breathing may quicken, your muscles might twitch, and your energy shifts. Your cat? They notice. Some cats will gently nudge their human, while others go for a full-on pounce, almost like they're yanking you out of that nightmare realm. It's an instinctual response, just like how a mother cat taps her kittens awake if they seem distressed. And let's be honest, if you were trapped in a bad dream, wouldn't you want a tiny, furry guardian to pull you back to reality? But that's not the only way cats protect their humans. What if your cat is doing more than just waking you up? What if they're keeping something else away? If you're just as amazed by the secret ways your cat looks out for you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And stick around, because the next thing your feline does for you is something you'd never expect. Number 12. The Bad Energy Blocker. Why does your cat always seem to pick that one spot to sit? Over and over again? It's not just about comfort. Cats are highly sensitive to energy, and they naturally gravitate toward places that need a little adjusting. Some believe felines act like tiny guardians, absorbing negativity in the home. Much like a sponge soaks up water. Ever notice how your furry companion suddenly moves to a different area, almost as if they've finished their work in one spot? That's no coincidence. Think of it this way. Humans sometimes sense a weird vibe in certain places, but we brush it off. Your cat? They act on it. Whether they're curling up in a particular corner or avoiding a specific room altogether, they're responding to something you might not even be aware of. And if your kitty always insists on sitting near you, take it as a compliment. They're keeping you balanced too. And speaking of balance, ever wonder why your cat insists on getting involved every time you're trying to work? That's because they've got another job to do. Number 11. The Work-from-Home Supervisor. Why does your cat insist on taking over your workspace? Is it sabotage? Or is there a secret mission behind those perfectly timed interruptions? Your feline friend isn't just being a nuisance when they plop down on your keyboard mid-email. In their eyes, they're stepping into a very important role. Your work from home supervisor. Cats are drawn to warmth, and laptops radiate just the right amount of cozy heat. But more than that, your cat sees you hyper-focused on this glowing rectangle, and naturally they assume it must be important. So of course they need to be involved. And let's not forget their #1 rule. If it's yours, it's also theirs. That keyboard? Shared property. Your documents? Definitely meant for sitting on. Your Zoom meeting? An opportunity to remind everyone who's really in charge. So next time your cat casually strolls across your desk, remember, they're not just in the way, they're keeping an eye on you. And speaking of watching over things, wait until you hear what else they're secretly protecting your home from. Number 10. The pest exterminator. Why do mice and bugs seem to steer clear of your home? You might think it's luck, but the truth is, your cat is running an undercover pest control operation. Even if your feline has never chased a mouse or swatted at a bug, just their scent alone can send critters packing. To rodents and insects, the mere presence of a cat signals danger. They can smell the predator instincts lurking beneath all that fluff. And let's be real, your cat knows they have this power. Ever noticed how they randomly stare at walls or corners as if something invisible is lurking? They might just be keeping a tiny intruder in check before it dares to make a move. It's nature's way of pest prevention, wrapped up in a purring, whiskered package. But don't get too comfortable. While your cat is happy to protect your home from tiny invaders, they have zero tolerance for any personal offenses. And when you cross the line, well, let's just say, they never forget. Number 9. The grudge holder. For your own good. Does your cat have a secret scoreboard of your mistakes? One wrong move, like stepping on their tail or serving dinner 5 minutes late. And suddenly, you're getting the coldest of cold shoulders. But here's the twist. Your feline isn't just being dramatic. Unlike humans, who might hold grudges for emotional reasons, your cat's silent treatment is actually a learning tool. It's their way of shaping your behavior, training you to be a better, more attentive human. Miss a feeding? You'll get a pointed stare from across the room. Rearrange their favorite nap spot? Prepare for a protest in the form of exaggerated indifference. It's like having a tiny life coach who enforces accountability with attitude. But when you finally redeem yourself, they'll graciously welcome you back into their good graces as if nothing ever happened. Clever, right? Now, if you've ever noticed your cat choosing very specific places to lounge, there's a reason for that too, and it might just mean your home's energy is completely out of whack. Number 8. The master of feng shui. Why does your cat always pick that one spot to nap? It's not just about comfort. There's a deeper reason behind their choice. Felines are naturally drawn to spaces with balanced energy. In the wild, choosing the wrong place to rest could mean the difference between safety and danger. That instinct hasn't faded, even in your cozy home. If your cat suddenly avoids a certain area, don't ignore it. It could be an uncomfortable draft, an odd smell, or even an energetic imbalance that your feline senses long before you do. Humans rely on interior designers to create harmony in a room. But cats? They're born with the talent. Ever notice how they always seem to lounge in the coziest, most peaceful spots? That's their version of feline feng shui in action. So the next time your cat settles in a particular place, pay attention. You might just be learning a thing or two about the best energy flow in your home. And speaking of instincts, wait until you hear what makes them exceptional at pest control. Number 7. The bug hunter extraordinaire. Why does your cat suddenly spring into action, eyes locked, tail twitching, as if they've spotted an invisible enemy? You might not see it yet, but your tiny panther is already on the hunt. Even with a full belly and the comfort of modern living, a cat's inner predator never sleeps. Their sharp eyes detect the faintest movement, and their ears pick up the slightest rustle, things a human would completely miss. Before you even realize there's a bug in the room, Your feline exterminator is already on it, creeping low, muscles coiled, ready to strike. One swift paw, and bam, problem solved. You may not have hired them for pest control, but that doesn't stop them from patrolling your home like it's their personal hunting ground. And while they're busy keeping unwanted critters at bay, they might also be doing something even more unexpected, bringing a sense of peace and balance to your home in a way you never realized. Number 6. The home healer. Why does your cat always seem to choose the best spot in the house to lounge? It's not just about comfort. Your feline is actually fine-tuning the energy of your home. Cats have an uncanny ability to sense and settle in areas with the best flow of warmth, peace, and balance. Ever notice how they avoid certain spots? That might be their way of telling you something feels off in that space. Beyond their keen instincts, their mere presence brings a calming effect. The slow blink of approval, the rhythmic purring, the way they stretch out in a sunbeam, it all contributes to a sense of harmony. Some believe that cats act like little energy filters, absorbing stress and negative vibes from their environment, much like how burning sage is thought to clear a room. Whether it's science or something more mystical, one thing is clear: living with a cat just feels better. But their influence doesn't stop at your home. Your cat isn't just making your space more peaceful, they might just be teaching you a lesson about love, too. Number 5. The love teacher. Why is it that your cat doesn't just throw love at you the way a dog would? Why do you have to earn their trust step by step, like you're on some kind of emotional quest? Well, that's exactly the point. Your feline is teaching you a lesson in love that most humans take years to figure out. Unlike dogs, who will adore you no matter what, cats set boundaries. They remind you that trust isn't handed out freely. It has to be built, one slow blink at a time, one gentle head bump at a time. And when they finally choose to curl up beside you or give you that rare, heartfelt purr, you know it means something. It's love, but on their terms. And honestly, isn't that how real relationships work? Not forced, not taken for granted, but earned. So, congratulations, your cat just made you a better human. But don't get too serious, because up next, we're talking about something your cat does that'll have you laughing out loud. Number 4. The secret comedian. Why do cats have a built-in talent for comedy? They're not even trying to be funny, yet somehow they have a way of turning the simplest moments into laugh-out-loud entertainment. 1 second, they're the picture of grace and elegance. Then, out of nowhere, they misjudge a jump and land in the most uncat-like way possible. Or they go from peacefully napping to launching into a full-speed hallway sprint like they just saw a ghost. And let's not forget their obsession with fitting into boxes that are obviously too small, determined to defy the laws of physics. Unlike humans, who often plan their jokes, your feline just exists, and the comedy follows. It's as if they've mastered the art of keeping life lighthearted without even trying. But here's the best part. Those funny little moments don't just make you laugh in the moment, they become stories you remember for years. And speaking of memories, there's something special about how your cat weaves themselves into your life in ways you don't even notice. Number 3. The memory maker. Does your cat know they're shaping your life's best moments? Think about it. How many times has your feline companion unknowingly turned an ordinary day into something unforgettable? Maybe it's the way they dart across the room in an unexpected burst of zoomies, or how they curl up in your lap just when you needed comfort the most. These moments don't seem like much at the time, but they quietly become stitched into the fabric of your life. Unlike humans who consciously take pictures and jot down memories, your cat lives in the now. Yet they're the reason you have stories to tell. The little paw prints they leave on your heart are never planned, never forced, yet always meaningful. One day you'll recall the tiny head nudges, the playful ambushes from behind the couch, and even the stubborn refusals to move off your keyboard. And you'll realize Your cat has been making memories with you all along. But their impact goes beyond just memories. Because next, we're uncovering the incredible way your feline friend actually helps you heal. Number 2. The underrated healer. Why do hospitals, nursing homes, and even therapists welcome cats with open arms? It's not just because they're adorable. It's because felines have an uncanny way of healing without even trying. Their purring isn't just soothing. Its frequency is known to promote relaxation, lower stress, and even aid in physical healing. Ever notice how just stroking your cat's fur can melt away tension after a long day? That's no accident. Unlike humans who often need words to comfort one another, cats simply exist beside you, offering quiet, unconditional support. And in a world filled with noise, that kind of silent understanding is rare. Whether you're feeling down, overwhelmed, or just need a moment of peace, your feline companion instinctively knows when to curl up next to you, slow blink, or rest a gentle paw on you, offering the kind of healing that doesn't need a prescription. But what's even more fascinating, the way they express love is completely unique, and it's not always what you'd expect. Number 1. The one who loves you in their own way. Why does your cat stare at you, blink slowly, and then just walk away like nothing happened? It might not be a tail-wagging, face-licking explosion of affection, but make no mistake, your cat loves you, just in a way that only a cat can. Unlike humans who wear emotions on their sleeves, felines are masters of subtlety. That slow blink? It's the equivalent of a warm hug. The gentle headbutt? A personal love stamp, marking you as theirs. Even the way they casually follow you from room to room, without making a big deal about it, is their version of saying, "I like being where you are." Cats don't love loudly. They love with quiet certainty. And if you ever feel like they're ignoring you, think again. Because the real magic is in what they choose to do when you're not looking. But just when you think you've figured them out, here's something even more surprising. Your cat isn't just your companion. They might actually be keeping you safe in ways you'd never expect. And there you have it. Your cat isn't just lounging around all day. They're silently looking out for you, making sure you're happy, safe, and loved in ways only a cat can. Now, the real question is, which of these has your cat been secretly doing for you? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to know more about your fur baby, then see you in our next video.